Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are enjoying yourself a brighter summer day. I know it's starting to get a little cooler, but indeed, I hope you're out there enjoying that summer day, maybe with a little football or soccer or whatever it might be. Well, it continues. The older I am, the more that I think. And recently, in about, I want to say 14 days, I covered about 13% of these United States, not counting Hawaii or Alaska. So, about 6 states. And I'd like to share with you of those different states some things that I did here and I observed. To kind of start it off, I would like to put it in the context of this first poem that I found. Now, this poem comes from a person, a journalist, and he was on TV, and then he passed away. His name was Charles Osgood, and it goes like this. There's an old short story called Whose Job Is It? And it goes like this. This is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, or nobody. Now, there was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. Let's put it in that context, if you will. Let me start with this United States flag and the honoring of that flag. And it's not the only flag that I've learned to honor. When I was younger, I didn't honor the other flags, and I kind of shunned them. That flag of my homeland, where I was born, that of Panama. And now this flag here, this flag represents the province of Cherokee, the Cherokee. This represents the province of Cherokee. Now, Cherokee is in Panama, and it's where my family is from. It's where my roots are. Indeed, I've come to honor this flag and the flag of Panama. And of course, being that Army brat, the flag of these United States. In fact, encased here, you'll see a flag that I love. It is of my father. Sergeant Major Bartling. And the case around it was done with love. It was an associate that I worked with in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Julianne, her husband, Dick, did this for me. Again, seems like nobody, in my little observation of 13% of the states, or maybe a lot of people, they do not know the uniform flag code as passed by our United States Congress. You see, I was in a town, a tourist town in New Jersey called Ocean Grove. And as I was walking, with LaDonna, I looked down and I saw some trash there, including maybe some dead flowers. And on that top of that trash was a United States flag. Was it a big flag? No, but it was a United States flag. And yet it was just there with other trash. You see, there is a prescribed way that we are to retire. You don't throw away, you retire a flag. And if you don't know, contact your local VFW of your American Legion. They will take care of your flag and retire it. Another was a flag that was displayed out from the house by a porch. And that flag was so old and tattered, it should have been retired. Nobody told them, thinking, well, everybody knows how to honor our flag. Maybe we would forget how we stood up and did the Pledge of Allegiance every day in our schools. And I understand that there's less and less of that all the time. It ended up everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. Our U.S. flag. I was at a convention recently. The convention, the U.S. flag is to be on the right side. That was done, very good. But the eagle at the top was facing with its wings and the other way. Its back was to the audience. Not to be done. We need to honor our flag. Let me ask you this. Do you have a United States flag posted in your office? Inside, maybe? Or outside? Why not? Why not? Because nobody's doing it? Something to think about. Another observation I had was this. We tend to compete with others rather than ourselves. And we look at things in the sense of sometimes competition and things. I had a brigadier general speak of an act in which a young boy was bringing home his report card to his parents. And on that report card, he got 5 A's and 1 C. The mother looked at it, handed it to the father. Father handed it back. And almost in unison, they said, "How did you get this C?" They completely missed the 5 A's that the young man had. I myself, when I first started as a career, had a young lady, Kay, and as I would do dictation, yes, back in those days we'd do dictation, and she knew shorthand. Kay would sometimes make mistakes, and I didn't really understand why, until I read in the newspaper, the major newspaper, when we did get daily newspaper, that Kay was featured. You see, Kay had dyslexia, and yet she was doing that shorthand and then typing over with dyslexia. And I was making a judgment call. It's easy for us to do. It's easy for us to do. We need to continue to be humble and kind. There's a country singer, and I like this country singer anytime that I can hear him. And one of the reasons is, you see, his last name is McGraw. And my natural father in Panama when I was born, he was Sergeant McGraw. So in my dreaming, I think that, hey, if I'm going to be related to a McGraw, why not Tim McGraw and his dad, Tug McGraw, who was a professional baseball player. But Tim has got a song that sticks with me. It's called Humble and Kind. So let me share with you, if I can, some of the verses that go with this song. Go to church because your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please and thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip. And here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Yes, I had a few observations this old guy did. And whether you agree with that, somebody's got to tell you. And I had the opportunity to do that today. So, keep yourself humble and kind. Know that it's your job. And have yourself a brighter summer day. Because you know, I know you know, but let me say this. I'm rooting for you because we are in this together. And blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. Take care.